I'll go for a war movie. Lord, help me get one more.
Hey, 1 to 4, it's good to be in Singapore. This is the SG Draft Podcast. I'm your host, Minnie Leong, and welcome to another episode of the SG Draft Podcast presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try and for giving us a listen. Just a bunch of Singaporeans that love to watch action movies. Everyone forgot the movie part. Okay, but once again, I'm joined by my action heroes, my drafting crew. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well?
Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, actually behind the scenes, Jin Yong was supposed to be on this episode, but he's down with a fever. So this L that he has to like last minute jump into the thing. L, are you at all prepared for this action movie draft?
I think my draft is going to be a disaster. So I don't really have much hope. So I'm just going to see how it goes.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's alright for Paul and the rest of us. Yeah, the rest of us is okay. Yeah, but
it can't be worse than Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. what other movies did Tobey Maguire act in? Like what? The Great Gatsby or something like that? What other? He's not in that many other movies.
Brothers,
was he even the main character? Was he even the main character of the Great Gatsby? He's
No, he's not.
He's like the
other one,
right?
The one that he came as a war hero. That one, right? Brothers, is it?
Nah, I have no idea, brother.
I don't think it was him, bro.
The one he point the gun. He point the gun.
The only other movie I know is Seabiscuit.
Yeah, Seabiscuit. The only other movie I know is the horse racing.
Yeah. That's the only other movie I know that he's inside Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
Toby.
I think we talked too much about Tobey Maguire. But anyways, yeah. So Jin Yong, right? He was telling me this is the second movie draft that he can't be on. And the funny thing is that he loves movies. Like he loves movies. But I think the second time that he can't be on. So he said, wish us all luck, but he hopes that we don't take his picks that he would have wanted to take. Okay. But also he's a bit weird character, so I don't think we have picked the same movies. Okay, but moving on to last week's draft, we talked a bit about what happened last week. Last week it was the worst sounds. The worst sounds draft. Yeah. It's either worst smells, worst sounds, whatever. Okay. But for that draft, Paul, you and I tied for the win. So for this week's draft, you and I sort of get to pick our positions first. Al, can you remember which team you voted for?
Microphone feedback.
Okay. So you voted for JY's team, Jin Yong's team. Yeah.
Jin Yong's team.
No, I was looking through everything now. I was like, okay. Then one of my biggest things is microphone feedback. I absolutely I detest it.
Yeah. No, I was telling them during the episode, microphone feedback is something that only if you play live music or something like that you'll know. But when you know it, right, it's the worst. It's legit. It's the worst.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna take it after Jin Yong snatched it before me lah. Yeah, but for Paul and Brandon, what do y'all think was the reasons for the outcome that y'all had, or
the drilling in the morning?
Yeah.
It's like the first pick of everything, right? Then everyone, this is like the ultimate.
Yeah, sir. Brandon, what picks do you pick again? I forgot. The
baby crying.
The baby crying. Vomiting.
No, baby crying is not him. Baby crying is
JY, what?
Oh, JY.
Oh, he's just the gagging, right?
No, his is the bird.
Gagging, the bird.
The gagging, right?
The gagging.
The sound of the throat vomiting. You know that bird, right? A lot of people, they came out to me after the episode came out and they were like, I also don't like that bird. The Yeah, sir. And also next time the roosters have still been crowing. Okay. But for this week's episode, we're going to be doing an action movie draft. And the reason why we're going to be doing an action movie draft is because this week, John Wick Chapter 4 comes out to support I'm wearing my John Wick shirt. Yeah. So in this week, to sort of celebrate, we're going to be doing an action movie draft. How do I say this? Action movies is a very broad topic, wouldn't you guys say?
Yeah.
It's super broad. Super a lot of genres.
Yeah. Initially, when we were doing this episode, me and Jin Yong, we sort of discussed, and then we were thinking we should do action hero movies. But then I was sitting alone, right? Then after I was thinking but it's very hard for us to say just an action hero movie, right? Because in a way, I don't think that we'll ever get a chance to do like a sci-fi action draft or like do you know what I mean? Then, so those movies will always be excluded. We never get a chance to draft them.
Always.
Yeah. So I think in the bigger picture, we're just going to include every sort of like action movie that's available. As long as we feel that the genre itself, it can be like a combination of like sci-fi and action or fantasy and action, right? It should be allowed lah. The only thing that we are not including in this draft, right, is that no superhero movies, because we
touched on that too much already.
Touched on that too much, and we already are going to do a DC draft when the Flash comes out. So like, there's no point in us like just like picking the same movies over again lah. Okay, now before we begin, there's another thing that I also want to bring up. I think that certain movies, right, they are casted under adventure. I don't think that they're casted under action. So let me give you an example, right? So like Jurassic Park, all this, right? I think it's more of an adventure movie.
Hey, that's on my list.
Yeah. So like, or like Pirates of the Caribbean, right? I think that they're more adventure, like they go on an adventure type of thing.
Yeah.
So like Indiana Jones also.
Yeah, I think those are more adventure.
Adventure, right?
Yeah. Because I think that if the movie has like a lot of action, like you cannot dispute like there's like guns or all this, right? Then okay, like that's fine. Or do you know what I mean? Like the fighting, this type of thing. But
Indiana Jones have guns also.
Yeah, but it's more like him like running away from stuff or like trying to like this type of thing. But I also wanted to ask you guys, like, if y'all are okay with it, then I also okay. But I just think that it'll be a lot of like vetoing throughout the episode lah. A lot of like contentious things. But are you okay with that, or do y'all want to include it or what?
No, I'm okay to not include it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you include it now, then it just looks like I stole the idea of
I would rather like this.
Yeah.
No, I would rather.
Let's not include it to make it more exciting, you know.
Yeah, I think like we can go case by case. Like if you really feel like we say this style of thing, you want to argue, then okay lah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If as long as we can sort of say, right, that the main two genres of the movie is like something and action, right, then okay, I think it's fine lah. Do you know what I mean? We can just try to like debate it.
Yeah, it has to be the main one,
Yeah, main one or two lah. Okay. Besides that, do y'all have any questions or queries about the draft?
The one question I want to ask, right? So let's say if we pick, because a lot of the action movies is like there are a lot of sequels. I
think you have to choose the specific movie.
Yes,
you have to choose a specific movie.
Is it? But it feels like it's a bit unfair. Like imagine if I choose one movie, right? But the thing is, it's like you're picking the him. Like sometimes the movie doesn't even matter. It's like the main star is the one that matters.
But I also think that if you flip it on the other coin, right, it's also unfair. Let's say, for example, the movie has like more than 6.
Like 5 or 6 movies.
5 or 6, right? Then you can take the whole thing.
Yeah. I also feel that
I also think that if you flip inside, that's also not very fair. That's what I think.
Because the thing is, when people pick like actions, like it's like you follow an action star, you don't really follow an action like the movie. Sometimes people after a while, imagine like 5-6 movies, right? How can you remember like every single movie? Like which is your favorite?
Bro.
I think
example you choose like number something, then I will take the other number which I feel has more action.
Yeah. The problem with that, right, is that I think a lot of action movies, right, they do have sequels. And then like, how do I say, it's very clear that the first movie is much better than the second movie, or like the first movie is better than the third movie, or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's like distinctly better than the other movies. So I think it's better to just pick specific movies lah of the thing. But at the same time, I also think like there are certain trilogies, right, where all are good. You know what I mean? Like all are equally good. So if it's very unfair if like someone were to take one of the trilogy, then they get all 3. You know what I mean? Then it's like
He cancel the other 2 picks out.
Yeah, the other 2 good picks that other people could have taken lah. Because I think there's like 3 or 4 trilogies, right? There's like all the movies are great inside along. Do you know what I mean? Like for action movies, Yeah. But is there a reason why that you wanted to?
I just feel like let's say if I pick one, right? Then when people see the Instagram post, right? Although it's like although you know who picked it first, right? But sometimes like that combination with the rest of the team, it's just that the person will have like an advantage. That's why I say it's like.
No, but there's more than one. So it's like, I think if you want to do that for your poll, right, you can snatch, you know what I mean? Like, it's not...
You can snatch like a fan favorite first, then after you can select the ones that you want.
To answer Brendan's question, let's say, example, if I choose one movie from, let's say, 5 movies.
Yeah, correct.
Can I choose 2 or 3 if I want that? Can, right?
Yeah, can.
Yeah, can.
You can choose the entire trilogy.
Yeah, can. If nobody picks it, I think it's fine.
Yeah, but okay lah. I'll show you what I mean. So like, since you want if it's a lot, right? Then I'll show you what I mean. Like my picks later lah.
I think we understand what you mean. It's just that I don't think it's that big of a deal lah. Because in the end, right, I'm basing the picks on the movie itself. I'm not basing it on the series. You know what I mean? I'm basing on the specific.
I got what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, any more questions? Guys, Paul and L?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All right, with that out of the way, Paul, you and I won last week's draft. So, okay lah, you can go and pick first. So, which position do you want to pick first?
我要第一 number 1.
All right, so Paul will take number 1. Okay, I thought about this, right? I want number 2 because there's another movie that I really want, and then
to snatch it.
Yeah, but I also think, right? I think beforehand, before I start, I think there's no clear number 1. There's no clear number 20. It's just it's just your personal preference or this like. Then whoever picks the best team of 5. Okay, now with that out of the way, there's only 2 people left that need to go and pick their positions, which is Brendan and L. Okay, Brendan, do you want to call it, or L, do you want to call it? Heads or tails? I'm going to flip a coin here.
Brendo call.
Yeah, Brendo call. You want
heads.
Heads, huh? Okay, so I'm going to flip it. So heads, it means that Brendan gets to pick what position he wants. Tails, that means Elder gets to pick. Tails, that means Elder gets to choose. Yeah, okay. So which position do you want? 1, 3 or 4?
4.
Okay, 4. Okay, so this is the official draft order. It'll be Paul, myself, then it'll be Brendan and Eldet. Eldet will get back-to-back picks to round off the first round. Okay, let's get right into the draft. All right, with the first official pick in the action movies draft. Paul, what movie are you going to pick? Please don't pick my movie.
It's very obvious that everyone will know that I'll pick this pick. I'm going to take The Lord of the Rings. The Return of the King.
Okay. The big one, number 3. Return of the King.
That's not on my list.
No, but it's a great.
It's a super good movie.
To me, it's like my top movie ever.
But is it really action though?
Wait.
What do you think about it, right? The very first genre it should be fantasy, right? Fantasy. The next big
it's fantasy action,
bro. There is
fantasy.
There is
an Pirates of the Caribbean is
Okay, Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, we got thing. Return of the King has an entire war sequence.
Yeah, the thing about like the Lord of the Rings stuff, right? They got like damn long battle sequences,
so
or like war scenes where they're like especially it's like 1 hour.
The Charge of the Rohirrim, bro.
Yeah,
that is like one of the greatest action scene in cinematic history. Behind Avengers.
Yeah, I think it counts as an action movie because specifically the content of that specific movie, right, is really like war.
Yeah. It's like war between 4 races.
Yep.
Yeah, then it's like war, they mix it with fantasy and so I think it sort of counts, but Brendan, you don't agree lah? You feel that it's not a...
I say, okay lah. Honestly, if you all bring up that point, what can I say? Because the thing is, I will put this war, movie and action movie is also like very different, ma.
But I think war is part of.
Yeah.
War movies are action movies, ma.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the thing.
Also, war.
Initially, I wanted to do like an action hero movie because it's like very clear, like there's one. But then when we open the thing, right, I feel like we have to open it like quite big lah. Like, do you know what I mean?
A few moments later.
Okay, we're back from our little interval because Brendan's webcam disconnected. But I think we were talking about the Return of the King. So, Paul, is this your favorite out of the trilogy?
In terms of action, yes, I would say. In terms of action, Return of the King is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of like maybe the telling the story and all that, right? I prefer the first one.
Okay. Which is understandable. Yeah. In the Return of the King, right, there's so many like
iconic scenes.
Action sequences like the Rohirrim, then go and run off the thing, Then the what's that? The ghost, right? What was
the night, the army of the dead.
The army of the
dead.
Yeah. But they are too overpowered,
Yeah, too overpowered.
Yeah, they cannot be killed. And then like the moment they enter the scene, right, it's like they won the battle already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also they have the
Damn! When the sun rises.
When the sun rises. Yeah. I think overall this is a good pick for and I think out of all the action movies, I think it's probably the only one that won an Oscar for
every Oscar they were nominated for, they won.
Yeah. So I think it's
like from the supporting actor to the director to the soundtrack to everything, bro.
Yeah. Great pick. All right. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King is off the board. Okay, I'm up next. Whew. Okay.
Oof.
I was thinking about this, and Jin Yong and I actually we were with each other over the weekend, right? Because we went to our friend's house, and he sort of like accidentally blurted to me what was going to be his first pick, and honest touch my heart, right? My first pick is the same first pick that he was going to take. So if he was on this draft, right, there's no way, right, that I'm going to let him go. Yeah, and I'm going to pick this movie because in John Wick Chapter 4, right, he's going to be in this movie also. And I think as an Asian person, there's so many great Asian movies, but I think this movie sort of, how do I say, is the most impactful Asian movie that came out over the past 20 years, right? And I'm going to take
Ip Man one.
Ip Man, the first Ip Man. Yeah, I love it.
That's on my list also.
Yeah. The moment you were talking about,
but I cannot put that above the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And the reason why, right? Okay, a bit of it is like a pandering thing, right? I think Asian voters, right? They will, if they see the Ip Man as the first choice, right? They might be like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, a bit of an allegiance thing. But I think I want to talk a bit about the movie itself, right? That movie, the fight scene where he go and fight the 10 black belts, is really damn sick. Like, you call them all in the circle, then after they are like, pow, 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 And then, it made Wing Chun famous, like the Ip Man movies, the wooden dummy thing, Yeah, great. Love it. And Donnie is a badass. He's going to be I don't know if he's a villain or what in the next John Wick, but he's like featured in it. Yeah. Correct, right?
He was in the trailer.
Yeah. Did you all watch the Running Man episode with him on the thing recently?
No way. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, he just went on Running Man. It was quite funny. He played what's that? The kick volleyball. You know, they play the
sepak takraw.
Oh, yeah.
It's really damn funny. The Jungkook was really damn funny. Okay. All right. Happy to take Ip Man with my first pick. Okay. Brandon, you're up next.
Wow, so much pressure. Wow.
Not easy, bro. Because this thing, there's too many choice.
It's like too many choice. I don't know which one is like number one. Like am I going to go wrong with it? You know, like
correct. I understand what you mean.
Wow. Okay, but at the end of the day, since I feel like it took the I guess it's because since it
I can sense the what's that?
Burger King
coming up?
The Burger King.
The Burger King and the griddles again.
I shall pick. Wow. Honestly, okay, I think I have to go with this. Since it's coming out, I shall pick John Wick 1.
John Wick 1.
That's a good movie. It's a great movie. Yeah. And for the fact that Keanu Reeves, right, he wasn't in like a action movie for so long. Then after when he came out again with the John Wick, right, it's like, oh, like such a bad thing.
So that's like, I felt like they made an entire. It's like it's been very long since there was like a very good action movie that took the. Yeah, that
blew up.
Yeah. Because it's been after like. Well, like there was one period that like there was no big action star anymore. Like all the older action star all retired. Then it's like
correct.
They keep trying to find like a new one. Then after that, like there was no singular action like hero like a star. Like last time it's always like you the moment you see this character, you're just like, wow.
Oh yeah,
this
it's gonna be an action movie.
Correct. Yeah.
Completely understand.
Yeah.
Plus, I think the best thing about John Wick, right, is the universe is so cool. Like the whole, like the assassin universe and how they use the coins, the gold coins to go and trade currency or all that lah. Then, I love the scene where he go to he go and take the guns or that. Oh, yeah lah.
Yeah.
But that one's the other movie. But John Wick, I think, is a great movie.
Yeah.
Great
and
pick,
the way
I
like the first movie because like the way they introduce him like Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Wow.
With just a pencil. Just a fucking pencil. Yeah. The Baba Yaga.
Yeah, the bodies he buried that day built the foundation.
The Baba Yaga. Oh, I love it. The boogeyman. Yeah. Paul, do you watch it?
I watched the first one.
Yeah. You didn't watch the rest?
I think I did, but I haven't watched the yeah.
Bro, okay, okay. We'll talk about it later. All right, John Wick 1 is off the board. Okay, Eldet, you're up next. You get a back-to-back pick. What's you going to take?
Okay, I was so relieved, right, that Paul picked The Return of the King because I'm going to take The Two Towers.
That's a good one. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, to me, right, like, that is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie out of the three.
Out of the three, right, that is also my favorite.
That's my favorite.
I also think I love the action scenes in the second one more than the third one.
Yes.
Because the second one is like an all-out war.
Yeah.
It's like, the third one, there's like the ghosts and the stuff like that. But the second one is like a war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's one of my favorites when they are war because they're trying to defend a castle. You can see them trying to climb up the castle, then you can see the dwarves and the elves fighting, trying to settle everything together lah. Which is quite interesting.
There was only one dwarf, bro.
Yeah lah.
The dwarf.
The dwarf lah. The singular dwarf. The singular dwarf lah. But to me, that is probably my favorite movie. And I must emphasize.
It's a good pick, yeah.
I must emphasize extended edition. The only way to watch it.
Extended Blu-ray, bro.
Yeah.
The
no other
Helm's
format,
Deep.
Yeah.
Take it the Helm's Deep. Yeah, and also like the what's that? The scene of like Legolas and the Gimli fighting each other at the let's say, toss me.
Yeah.
Toss me. Toss me. Don't tell the elf. Love it. Okay, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is off the board. Okay, Elder, your next pick, what are you going to take?
Okay, I'm going to go with a very recent one. I'm just going to go with a Tom Cruise movie. I'm going to go Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. Right? Bro, ever since the movie came out, right? Like, I wasn't able to watch it in the cinema at the time, but I've watched the movie like on repeat a few times already. Lah. It's a movie that it's very hard for me to get tired of. Lah.
Yeah, it's great. Like, to be honest,
a very good movie.
Yeah, and it's not the first time that we're picking this movie. It's like for the 2022 draft also we picked that movie.
Yes,
Do you all think that if it was nominated for the Oscars, right, it would have won Best Picture? Because they didn't.
The thing I want to know, right, is like, how do they nominate? It's like such a big movie, but it doesn't get nominated. So how does the selection process work?
I think it's more towards, they favor more dramatic acting rather than action movie acting. Because I think it might be just because of the fact that to them they find that it's more challenging to act in a drama or a thriller, right? Rather than like an action movie. I think that's what I think.
Yeah, but fun fact, right? Do you know initially, I think it was in 2008. I think it was 2008. The films, right? There was only 5 that were nominated for Best Picture for the Oscar. And then after this movie came out and it didn't get nominated, right? There was so much backlash, right? That now the nominations are 10. Or 8 or whatever lah. So now they included more. Can you guess what movie is that?
2008.
It's like an action movie, that didn't get nominated.
2008.
And it's like, this is clearly the best movie of that year. It's like not even close.
Will it be dropping big?
No, it's not. It's not allowed. It's because it's a superhero movie.
Superhero movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, it's The Dark Knight lah. So
yeah.
And it was like, how on earth did this not win Best Picture? Do you know what I mean? Like the Dark Knight, in that year that was weak. So Top Gun Maverick, I think it was good. No, do you all watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I didn't.
I did as well.
I did.
Yeah, it was good lah. It's a good movie, but I don't think it's better than Top Gun. Like the Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, just my opinion.
For last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Top Gun should have won lah. If it was
Top Gun.
All right. And we already spoke about it like in nauseam lah. But the action scenes are all great and all this. Okay. Brandon, you're up next. What are you going to take?
Oh, okay. So, it seems like everybody's going to pick everything different. So I had a completely different mindset of when I came into this section.
Very competitive.
Yeah, but then I realized that everybody's like, there's like, it's too wide of a genre. I feel like,
yes,
like that everybody have like you see, even for me, right? Yeah. I want to pick Top Gun Maverick as well, but then I was like thinking, like, is it really action?
No, the thing is that you can't classify it in any other genre.
Yeah, which is true.
Flying,
and I get that, but you know,
the flying genre of movies.
Flying. Yeah. So, but then so I'm going to pick, honestly, when you think of action stars, right, I always feel like he has one of the most prominent scene ever. It's, I'll find you. When I find you. I keep trying to do that voice, right, but I can't do it. I was trying to find my Liam Neeson's voice, but when I will find you and I will kill you.
I have a specific set of skills.
That's a good. Yeah.
Taken.
That's on my list. That's on my list.
Not Taken 2.
Please take the Taken 2 or Taken.
Yeah, dude.
Because like everybody remembers, like it's like so clear the way he say in that phones, because after that it gets very repetitive. Of course it's nice as well, but the thing is it's like the way they build up. It's like, wow, this guy actually looks like a bit like it's just a typical old dad, like a security guy.
Yes.
But then suddenly when his daughters get kidnapped, wow, someone as a father, you're just like, wow, it's damn badass to be able to, like, nobody can help you, but then you just went crazy just to rescue your daughter. You know? Wow.
Yeah. Plus I think in Taken, right, during that time there wasn't that many great action movies. Then it's like he came out, then it was like, oh, like then after he started doing like action movies after action movies, the Liam Neeson, there's so many, yeah. Liam Neeson is a great. But do you watch the 2 and 3?
Oh my god, it sucked, man.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
it got worse and worse. It got worse and worse.
Yeah, it got worse and worse.
Yeah. Taken 2 was still, I think it was still okay, but it was very repetitive. Like, it wasn't that cool anymore. It's like, this guy is good.
Yeah.
But
because the plot. Yeah.
Yeah, like why does this guy just let his family get kidnapped over and over again?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, in the first Taken, right, it's like he was so protective over his daughter and like everything he questioned, right? He questioned everything to be like, hey, you cannot do this because you know how many bad people out there. Then the entire show is just about him. The daughter really get into trouble, you know.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And then also one thing about this Taken, the other Taken movies, they sort of like, I know that the first movie was planned just to be a standalone film. Then it was because they didn't expect it to be that successful. Then after over the course, they were like, we have to make a sequel. Yeah. And Liam Neeson, he's known for like being a great actor, but then this sort of movie like made him into an action star. So
Like before this, he wasn't really an action star.
Yeah, he's a dramatic actor. Like what's that movie about the Jewish? Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, but because of this movie, that's why.
Yeah. All right. Taken is off the board. I think this is a great pick. Okay, I'm up next. I'm thinking whether I want to pick like the best action movie or do I want to pick the best like movie that is like do you know what I mean, like that has action, or do I want to pick the best movie? Okay, I'm gonna pick this movie, and if you want to veto this, right, I'm fine. So I think I can just pick something else. Does Inception count as an action movie?
Wow.
I don't think so.
That was on my list.
Because it's
then what will you count it as?
Is a wait. Okay.
Fantasy thriller.
Yeah, I will put it under fantasy, and I will put it under
because it's sort of like
mind.
There's another movie that I want to pick exactly something like Inception, but I don't think it will be considered.
Okay, so it's like you feel that it's more like
because there's a deeper meaning more than the action, you know.
Yeah.
Like the emphasis of the movie is more about
there was
understanding the concept rather than
the whole plot was. It's like the action. You could have removed the action component, right? And the movie would still be a good standalone by itself. You know, like it doesn't. The action didn't really play much into the movie. You know, but I see. If you tell me Lord of the Rings, I can understand. Wow, if without the action, the movie would have been pointless.
But I do think that
make any sense. Yeah.
But I also do think that you can consider action movie because there are points where it's literally them getting through certain actions to be able to get those certain points, right?
But it's like same as Indiana Jones, ma.
Yeah, but it's
the only difference, right, is that when I went to go and search like Inception, right, the genre that came out is sci-fi action. So I was like, oh, as an action movie that is sci-fi. But if you feel that cannot, then I also okay, like I can pick something else. But I think Brandon and Paul, they prefer not to pick, because Paul also, you say got a similar pick that you're not going to pick, right?
Yeah, I will say later. But
okay, yeah. Then to be fair, I won't pick it lah. But I would just like to say, right, if I could have picked it, I would have picked Inception.
Inception, yeah.
Okay. Now this one, I also asked, right? I also don't know whether you'll get rejected based on the Inception thing. Okay. Can I pick Casino Royale?
Oh,
yes.
That was my next pick.
Yes, that one can.
Casino Royale is about
James Bond 007.
James Bond,
I think it's clear. It's like the definition. One of the definition of
Casino Royale. I love it.
Casino. The poker scene.
And I love it. And then, even though there's been so many like subsequent Bond films with this what's Daniel Craig, right?
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Daniel Craig. I still love the Casino Royale the most. So many cool scenes.
Bro, I can't even remember any of the other movies he did, man. Like
the latest one he did, right? The latest one he did with the. You all watch the Aston Martin one he drove, right? He drove the Aston Martin. Oh.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
But
I think but I think that the reason why people remember that one is because it's the first time, it's his first Bond movie. So it's like the one that is like everybody gives, okay, he can be James Bond.
Yeah, he can be Bond.
Because at that point of time, he was a bit older. Like, he was a very different kind of Bond. You know, like last time James Bond used to be very all about the cool gadgets, a nice car and everything. You know, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but his was more like, wow. Like, he do a lot of running, and then like he was the one that I felt like brought like parkour in movies like become popular. You know, like it's the first time I ever heard parkour was in the Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Parkour.
That's he's more of like the previous James Bond, right? It's more like spies, but his son is more like I would say like you ask me to like do it quiet, I can do it. You ask me to do it dirty, I can do it dirty also lah. So it's like and the poker scenes are all awesome all of the poker scenes and but I also think of the scene where they torture him. Where they go and put the
a bit to the left. Yes, harder. A bit to the left.
Yeah, a bit to the left. Yeah, then they cut the bottom of the seat, then you swing the thing. Yeah. All right, Casino Royale is off the board. Okay, Paul, you're up next. What are you going to take? Back-to-back picks.
Okay, this is more of like another personal favorite pick. It's also another trilogy, but I think that the first one is always is the best among all three.
Can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Does it have to do with the color green?
Yes. And a lot of them.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, my friend.
Matrix.
That's a great pick. I think
great
it's a good pick.
Great
Especially
pick,
the first one. The first one is when the part where they save Morpheus.
Yeah.
Morpheus. Yes.
Then after that, it's still got the one-on-one versus Agent Smith.
Yeah, Agent Smith.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, and then one-on-one Morpheus was right. In that same show,
yeah. I know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
Yes. But like the first one is clearly the best.
Is the one I remember is the first one.
Yeah. I seen even although the last one was not. I think the last one was not bad also. Like, it's only like partial action scene that is nice, you know.
Yeah.
But the first one really the part where they save Morpheus when in the elevator, the lift lobby, right? He walked through the magnetic detector. Please remove any coins, keys, or wallets. He opened.
He showed all the.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Then after that, like the another scene is the Trinity when she take out the gun. Then she's like, dodge this. Then she boom. You blow the thing. Wow, that's sick. Yeah, I love it. But those directors, I can't remember their names. I think Russo brothers or whatever. I think The Matrix is like their only big hit. Like
the first Matrix.
The Silver brothers or something. I can't remember. Yeah, but it's a great film. And plus, the first movie is like it's just they focus on just the
action.
Shit. They never go into like the Zion or that.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Where the plot get a bit more like convoluted or that. The Nebuchadnezzar. All right, Matrix is off the board. I think it's a great pick. Okay, what are you gonna take next?
Okay, then this is where I start to get lost. Really. Okay, another one that I like for the action, right? And it's by one of the greatest bodybuilders ever.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it's gonna be Terminator.
Alright.
The Judgment Day. The second one.
Second one, yeah.
The one with the liquid metal guy.
Yeah. Okay, this is also a great
Bro,
pick. It's
that scene you were referring to, right, is where they say like one of the few scenes where men cried.
Yeah. Arnold. Yeah. Well, Arnold. I think he's the first sort of like iconic action hero. You know what I mean? Like that face. Yeah. It's like quite cool, right?
It's the same as like how he's like the Wolverine, right? There cannot be another Terminator that is not Arnold.
Yeah. Even like the later Terminator films,
the Nemesis,
right?
And the
yeah. They sort of like have to bring back what's that, CGI his face into
a young Arnold.
Yeah, because they travel back in time, right? That show.
Yeah, correct.
With the Amelia Clarke all.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick, man. It's
Terminator. Do you remember any memorable action scenes from that show, the Judgment Day?
Well, a lot, bro.
A lot.
Yeah, honestly, it scared me a lot when I was growing up because of the
liquid metal guy, right?
Yeah, liquid metal guy go underneath the prison bars. I was like,
especially the part where he was chasing the guy, the Terminator was chasing John Connor, right? Then Arnold was on the bike,
Yeah.
Then he take the shotgun, he swing the shotgun.
Yeah, it's damn sick. Yeah. But only the actor that was in it, I can't remember his name. The boy. Do you remember the boy?
John Connor. Not the boy.
John Connor. Oh, John Connor,
yeah. His life turned out to be quite tragic. Like a bit like Macaulay Culkin, that type of like similar life.
Like they gained the fame too early, I kind of.
Yeah, I gained the fame too early. But he can really act in that movie. Like that and American History X when I watched that. Terminator 2. And if you look at a lot of like the best action movie list, right, it's always like the top few.
Judgment Day.
Yeah. So it's Terminator 2 Judgment Day, right? Correct?
Judgment Day.
Okay. Not the Christian Bale one, right?
Oh my god, that's the Salvation, right? Oh my. I felt my time, that one.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
And they to be honest, they even had Arnold in that Salvation also.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm up next. I'm sort of like thinking what to take. There's a few.
I think I know one that's on this, but I will say later.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pick another more like I think it's an action movie. This one. If you want to veto, you can go ahead and veto. Yeah. I would like to pick the Maximus Aurelius. I would like to pick Gladiator. That's an action movie.
Action.
Yeah, that's an action movie.
I think that's a good movie. Wow, that's a good
Gladiator. Yeah, love that movie. Yeah, my name is Maximus Aurelius, and there's so many cool scenes in that movie, like the.
But this show came out very early, right? When you were primary school, I think. Were you in primary school?
Yes,
bro. Yes. Gladiator was in the year 2000.
Oh yeah, I was K2, I think.
K2. Yeah, but it's like a guy thing. It's like when you grow at a certain age, you're like, I think maybe I should go and like give it, because it's very cool, the idea of like you're in a Coliseum, then there's this one badass general that can just like
the rolling time, right?
No matter who you send to try to take him down, they just keep dying.
Yeah. And then I love the scenes, right, where he's like the first time that they go into the Coliseum, right? Then he's like, if we stay together, then we'll all survive. Then after he like instruct all of them, like the general skills all this come out lah. Yeah, they seem them badass or like the when he fight the warriors or this. Yeah. Okay. Gladiator.
There's the soundtrack, bro.
Yeah, the soundtrack is great. Yeah. Plus also Russell Crowe. I think that was his like apex. Then after that, sort of like dropped off. All right. Gladiator is off the board.
Not the Love and Thunder, the Russell Crowe.
Who's in Zeus, right?
Zeus.
Oh dear. Okay, Brandon, up next, what are you gonna take?
I shall pick, honestly, if like for anyone older, right, I feel like this is one of like the biggest like
I know
action movie. Yeah, and it's my father's favorite action movie. And I remember
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
I think I know it's a great movie. Go ahead.
I don't know whether you're thinking, because there's so many, right? But it's Yippee-ki-yay, John McClane, you Die Hard.
It's a great movie, brother.
Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Die Hard 1.
Yeah,
Yippee-ki-yay.
honestly, Yippee-ki-yay. Yeah. And honestly, it's just such a great movie, lah. I feel like, but like, was Die Hard 1 the first ever Die Hard that you watched? For me, it wasn't.
It was not.
We haven't even born yet.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Why was I think I watched Die Hard 2 first, then after that,
Die Hard 4.0. Like, there was one 4.0 or something. Right?
Yeah, 4.0. The first one I watched was Die Hard 3, which is with Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
And then the first scene, right, I remember, is when this Bruce Willis, he has to go undercover, right? So he wears this sign that has like the N-word on the thing in a black like sort of area lah, like Compton or whatever. Yeah. He wore like the N-word on the thing. I was like, oh, what is this, man? Bruce Willis. Yeah. But the first one is the first one is like, yeah.
And that's where, honestly, at that point of time, the censorship seems to have like a bit of problem. Like the language he used, it was just like, wow, I shouldn't be watching this, man.
Yeah. Plus, that movie is the movie that made Bruce Willis action star. Yeah. I mean, get well soon, Bruce. Like also, like because now you also know his
dementia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rooting for you, Bruce Willis. Okay. Die Hard 1 is off the board. Okay, L, you get back-to-back picks. What are you gonna take?
Okay, I'm gonna pick a movie where probably, to me, one of the greatest action sequences of all time. I'm gonna pick Kingsman: The Secret Service.
That's a great movie.
The church scene.
That was my favorite.
The first one or the second one?
The first one, bro. Secret Service is the first one.
First one. Yeah.
You're gonna take this, Brandon?
I was really going to pick this my next pick.
Kingsman.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite action movie.
Maker.
Man.
Oh, man, that's
awesome. Like you need to stop, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, their first movie is too good, right? But the action scene in the church,
yeah,
that sequence, the whole sequence.
The one he lost his mind control. That one, is it?
Yeah. That one.
The one he go berserk. That one,
Yeah.
Like everybody started killing everybody.
Gory, that one.
Yeah, it's gory.
It's gory, but it's just well done and it's just well shot.
Yeah, it's incredibly well done. Plus, you also wouldn't expect this Colin Firth, right?
Colin Firth.
Yeah, you before this Kingsman, right? He did like the King's Speech, you know, the stuttering.
Yes.
I was like, this guy is gonna be an action star. Then when you watch the movie, like, wow, he's really such a badass. Yeah, what a badass. Yeah.
What a gentleman.
What a gentleman.
Yeah. Plus, I think that is one of the few action movies, right? It's really damn funny and also very the action is good. Like they mix everything well. Yeah. The actor's name is what's his name? The Edgerton, right? Joe.
Taron
Egerton. The one that played Elton John, correct?
Yes, he can sing. Yeah, I was shocked when he.
Yes, sir.
Hey, there's Elton John in the other one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Number two.
Number two.
They kidnapped him.
Yeah.
It's the first thing. There are three already, right? There are three that came out, right?
There are three.
Yeah. But the third one has no link to the.
Yeah, zero. Absolutely zero.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't like the third one. The third one is like they go back in time, right?
Yeah, prequel. It's a prequel. Yeah.
Okay. Kingsman: Secret Service is off the board. I'll get back to back picks. What are you gonna take?
Now, like Paul was it down, this is where I think I go off a cliff. I really have no idea anymore already.
Yeah. After a while, you start.
I'm like super like.
Just go with your personal favorites, no?
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, if I go personal favorites, right? Like I will gladly watch this movie anytime. It's probably something that maybe not a lot of people watch.
Johnny English.
No.
Johnny English.
Okay.
The leaf.
I think this one, right? This one, I'll probably just go with like something that I do think is quite funny. I will probably go with Edge of Tomorrow.
Let's go pick.
Oh, that's the one that he goes back in time, right?
Yeah. I really like that movie a lot. Like just the way that it's done, then how everything is constructed. constructed. Then you see his character, the evolving of the characters are very good throughout the movie.
Yeah, great movie. And also like what's that? Emily Blunt, right? She's so cool in that movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I was shocked that it was her. Like she did so well in the movie.
Yeah. It was so shocked. Yeah. But I know for a fact, like they didn't. They initially weren't intending to. How to say? They weren't going to cast her, and then also like in a way they didn't name it Age of Tomorrow. They named it something else first. I can't remember what was it. Then I felt it didn't do very well when it was released in the cinemas. But then after like it went like on streaming, or then it became like huge. Which is the Age of Tomorrow. Age of Tomorrow is off the board. Brandon, what's your pick?
I actually went first. I
also was like, okay, keep going.
Honestly, I was thinking, do I go with like my continuing like action superstars where like people you see the moment you see this person, you just really know like, wow, this guy is really all about the action. Like the prominent one, but do I go for my personal favorite and funny?
Titanic.
Hilarious movie, hilarious.
Honestly, right? Okay, I shall go with my. I think I go with my own favorite lah. And I feel like I don't know whether your I think it's action lah, confirm action lah. Actually, it's Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, it comes like
action movie.
It's an action comedy lah. It's a
do you consider?
Yeah.
I count.
It definitely counts, bro.
It's one of the movies where I really laughed in the cinema and just stomach pain. It's really super
the
funny.
movie's damn funny.
It's like funny.
Yeah.
Completely ridiculous.
And the fight scenes are it's completely ridiculous. It's very out there, but it's also quite cool. Like the final fight scene. And like how they make things like ridiculously dramatic, like the X,
the four warriors
for funny, he become
he balances. Try to get the power, right? Dumpling.
Yeah. Then also the palm,
the palm,
Master
the strings, all that. Yeah. Then the scene where they sort of like realize that that he's the one also was quite funny. And he was like,
the scroll, right? The scroll of the dragon.
Yeah.
The scroll. Yeah, stupid. Yeah.
Master Wu.
Yeah, Master Wu. Okay.
Master Wu.
Kung Fu Hustle. Correct? Kung Fu Hustle, right? Yeah.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle.
Because you said Master Wu, I was like,
so is it another Kung Fu Panda?
Hey, yeah lah.
I was like,
Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah, no, I thought Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle. Okay, Kung Fu Hustle is off the board. I'm up next. Okay, once again, I'm going to ask you guys. I'm a bit like, don't know whether this counts as an action movie. I think this one might get vetoed. If not, then I'll just pick another option lah. Is Train to Busan an action movie?
Yes.
Ooh.
I think it is, right? Because is it a thriller? Is it a thriller?
Thriller, yeah. Wouldn't you put it as like a thriller / like
It's like horror action thriller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's fighting scenes and they're clearly like beating up zombies or this. But I sort of like, I can understand like if it's not counted. You know what I mean? Like it's like a half and half thing lah. Yeah. But let you all like sort of think about it lah. Do you want to count it as an action movie? If not, I also can pick something else. It's okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think if you, if you like honestly, if you feel like it's, then, I think it's okay.
Is it like a apocalypse?
Yeah, apocalypse
thriller,
like thriller movie, right? It's like.
Okay. Yeah, just for like the convention sake, I'll just pick something else. Don't waste so much time doing anything. Okay, then if that's the case, I will pick Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie.
Ooh.
Now I just have to decide which one I like the most.
Yeah.
So there are a few. I definitely not the first three, even though I'm gonna pick the fourth, which is my favorite. The Ghost Protocol. Yeah.
Mission Impossible. He run in the sand now.
Yeah, the one where he's like thanking
our Dubai Tower.
Yeah, the iconic scene also lah. Plus, I think it's the movie that they sort of like use the gadget guy well. The Scott,
the actor
lah. That is like in all of the funny movies. Yeah,
Hot Fuzz.
I love that movie also. The MI4 Ghost Protocol. Out of the because I think it's not so serious. but it's like also there's that scene where they are like in the Kremlin, then they take the moving screen.
Then his face was at the screen.
Yeah, I love that movie. Ghost Protocol. Okay. Paul, you're up next to get back-to-back picks to round off your team. What are you going to take?
OMG, I'm stuck.
Yeah, it's not easy. Because towards the end, you're like, wow.
So, and the thing is, you got too many choices, so you just like, wow, how do I even decide, man? Like, what is
But I wrote down 20 picks, right? A lot of the picks that I picked were taken, like by everybody lah. So it's like I only left 2 or 3 left.
I'll go for war movie.
Oh,
Good.
Lord, help me get one more. I should have said that for the last one.
What's the
Hacksaw Ridge?
Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge.
I should have said that for the last one. I was like, Lord, help me get one more.
Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah, it's a great movie also lah.
Yeah. Combat Medic.
Yeah, heartwarming. Really very heartwarming. Andrew Garfield, very good in the movie. It's a true story, right? Like,
yeah, it's a true story. And it's like, but you know, if someone like him exists now in the world, right, it's like you go straight to DB. The Jehovah's Witness, right?
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he refused to man arms, right?
But he wanted to take part in the war.
Yeah. The Andrew Garfield.
But it was so funny because the sergeant was the Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Like, why him, right?
Yeah.
Are you contradicting me?
Are you contradicting me?
Yeah, henceforth I will call you chief as a respect to your people.
Yeah. But that movie was also very touching.
Yeah,
like,
because
he saved so many people, and then he also like saved the other side also, like as a combat medic. But is it true, like in war, right, that the combat medic, they have to help everyone on the field?
Technically, if they get captured, right, the enemy will use them, because that's why they wear the cross on the battlefield. It's like a universal logo.
Yeah, so technically you're not supposed to they're not supposed to technically aim at the
but the Japanese, right? They are quite cunning. They aim them first. They aim them first so that when anybody get injured, they cannot revive. So that's why the Americans in war, right, they told them not to wear the
cross.
Because you cannot identify it very easily.
Insane.
Yeah, and then they inject you with like morphine, like instant morphine, that kind. Wow. Yeah, like for the adrenaline.
Yeah. Okay, Hacksaw Ridge is off the board.
All right.
Give me one more.
Okay, like my last one is also a war. It's also a war show.
Okay,
but I don't know whether to pick a funny one or a serious one.
Funny one,
bro. This is like one of the funniest like war movies.
Funniest war movie.
Is it?
Okay, I'm going. I will choose that. I will choose Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
Gorlami. Margariti.
Dominic Di Coco.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
It's like one of the and the show has one of the, like, I think to me the top villains of all time.
Greatest.
Yeah. One of the greatest villains of all time.
Yes.
Handslander.
Handslander. Yeah. The first scene, right, of that whole movie, right?
Yeah, bro. You know, I watch it like sometimes when I just to hear the dialogue. No, I don't even need to watch the scene. I just hear the dialogue.
Yes. Do you know why I'm called the Jew Hunter? Yeah. It's because I can think.
I can think like a Jew. Wow. It's like you silence the guy, though.
Yeah, he said like the Germans, they are like the eagle.
They can only think
like an eagle.
Like a hawk.
Yeah, like a hawk. Yeah, wow, them six, the whole opening sequence. Yeah, and the
fact that he can speak so many languages. Yeah, Christoph Waltz, bro.
Yeah, bro. And he wasn't in any like Hollywood movie prior to this movie, you know.
Yeah, but after this, they put him in so many, right?
Yeah. So Quentin Tarantino, right? He just knows how to like find like hidden gems in like foreign films or this. Yeah, he can speak so many languages and he comes off like so intimidating. That's a bingo.
And then got everybody in the German army sort of Hugo Stieglitz.
Hugo Stieglitz. All right. Inglourious Bastards is off the board. Okay, it's up to me. Okay, I wrote this down and I said that actually this is one of my favorite action movies.
I know. I think I know.
Would you like to make a guess?
It involves like animals, right?
Yes, it does involve animals. Yeah, great. Yeah, and it's because, right, I think it's the most underrated trilogy in the past like 50 years lah. It's really just damn underrated. And I'm gonna pick the last one, which is War for the Planet of the Apes. Love it. Love that movie. War for the Planet of the Apes.
Is it Koba, right?
No, Koba was in the
first one.
Koba was in the second one. Second one. Yeah. But the third one is like the Woody Harrelson one, where they like really just conclude the end of the war one.
Yeah.
Because they are already coexisting, right, in a way.
No. Okay, so the second one, right, is coexisting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The first one is like the origin story. Second is the coexisting. The third one is like the flu take over. So it's only like a small populace left of the human race. They are sort of like the ape. But I think it wraps up the story very well, and I think it cements Caesar as one of the like greatest trilogy heroes ever. Yeah. And I think Andy Serkis is like such an amazing the most underrated actor ever.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Yeah. If for you who don't know who's Andy Serkis, right? He does the most. Yeah, he does the motion capture for like he did for King Kong, he did it for Caesar, all the Planet of Apes, and Lord of the Rings he was Gollum. Yeah, Andy Serkis. And then now he's a director. He directed the Jungle Book, not the one that was on Netflix.
Yeah.
All right. War for the Planet of the Apes is off the board. Okay, Brandon, your last pick. Johnny English.
Let me tell you, I shall pick. I don't know. Wait. I think after I picked Homework, I think I guess I was going for personal favorites really. So I shall just go with my personal favorite. Yeah, my personal favorite action movie and funny and action and hell lot of action. It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Not Charlie Soccer.
No.
Charlie Soccer.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah,
I
cool,
think
cool
I think they have the coolest like couple fight, like husband wife fight at the same it's like it's funny at the same time, like hi honey, then boom, then they start shooting each other. But then after at the same time it's both funny at the same time the action is always like it's good. It's like they flip each other around, they like throw each other through the wall, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Was this the movie that?
Yeah, they caused
Jennifer. They caused Brad Pitt to break up with Jennifer Aniston. Angelina Jolie, right?
Yeah, this is the movie.
Yikes! Somehow Angelina and Brad are not even together now.
Sad. So sad.
Sad. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think it's like a fun movie. I also think of that scene where she opens the like oven, then after that all the knives and the guns come out from the.
This was after Friends, right?
This was after Friends, just after Friends.
I don't think Friends
in the Friends got one episode where the Jennifer Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, right?
That was the episode was before this.
Okay.
Okay. Right, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is off the board. Okay, Elliot, your last pick to round off the draft.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a movie that no matter what, if it's on, I'll watch it. It's a soldier movie. 13 Hours, The Soldiers of Benghazi.
Okay, 13 hours.
Yeah, if anybody who has not watched it, right, the last
13 hours, the what?
The Soldiers of Benghazi, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. If anybody who's not watched it, like it's not very well known, right? But if anybody who's gonna watch it, right, the last 1 hour is very intense.
Is it like American Sniper? Right?
No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
Nothing like this.
It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. It's based on a true story.
Yeah, I think to give some context about what kind of action you're going to expect, right? It's directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Who is like explosions.
But it's explosions, but it's nothing really like Transformers. It's just very well. It's very well like acted very well. One of his better movies are to me.
Yeah, it's a Michael Bay movie without CGI. So it's like just explosions and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's also a good, and it stars John Krasinski, who is the A Quiet Place, that director, The Office.
Yes.
Emily
Blunt's husband.
Yeah, Emily Blunt's husband. Yeah, correct. All right. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Okay, let me read off the teams first, and then after that we can go into honorable mentions. Actually, there's a lot of honorable mentions. Yeah.
Super.
Okay, for Paul, first up is Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, The Matrix, Terminator 2, Hacksaw Ridge, and Glorious Bastards. For myself is Ip Man, Casino Royale, Gladiator, MI4 Ghost Protocol, and War for the Planet of the Apes. For Brandon is John Wick 1, Taken, Die Hard 1, Kung Fu Hustle, Mr. Smith. Okay, and for L is Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Top Gun Maverick, Kingsman Secret Service, Age of Tomorrow, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Okay, let's talk about some honorable mentions.
300.
Yeah,
300, yeah. Transformers. Transformers.
Transformers was on my list, but I was like,
the first one, bro. The first one.
I know Transformers 1 was on my list, right? But I was thinking like, wow. I don't know.
It's because it's muddied with all of the other bad Transformer movies.
Yeah. There's a stigma now.
More recent one, yeah.
Yeah, but the first one was so good.
Yeah,
like
first
so
one,
badass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Megatron.
Bumblebee.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
We made a discovery.
Oh,
Yeah, Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Rambo. Wow.
Rambo.
The alien, the Predators. You know Predator?
Yeah.
Like Aliens, right? It's not really. It's more horror.
It's like
It's more horror.
Yeah,
Alien vs Predator.
yeah. But that movie, right, was cool when I was young. But then when you watch it older, you're like, this is stupid.
Nah.
Like,
But it's actually a very bad movie. I don't like it.
yeah,
at all.
it's a
Not
bad
the
movie.
not the second one, right? AVP 2.
No.
Oh, that's shit,
I
man.
think they're both bad, lah.
They're both bad, bro.
Okay.
Wanted by Angelina Jolie. Wow.
Yeah, Wanted is a good one.
Oh, the bend the bullet one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's one that I think, if you were to look like any sort of action movies, right, they always say this is like the number one over the past 20 years, which is Mad Max Fury Road.
Ooh.
The Charlize Theron and the Tom Hardy, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to talk about actual action, right, like fighting, right, if you all ever watched this movie called The Raid, the Raid 1 or The Raid 2,
Raid, is it called Raid or Raid 1? The Bruce Willis one, is it?
No. It's RAID. The Raid.
Not Raid.
Yeah. If you want to watch a movie, right, which is like action, it is considered the best action movie that has been released in the past 20 years. It's because, right, it's filmed in Indonesia. And then like all of them, right, a lot of the stunt people, right, they just broke their back, broke their stomachs, broke their everything, you know, throughout the sequence of this, right. But the action scenes, right, are like the best fighting scenes that you ever see.
Damn.
John Wick took a lot of the
ideas.
What's that? No, they took a lot of the stunt people and the fight choreography people, right, from that movie, the Raid. Yeah.
Also, was that why there were the Indonesian team inside the John Wick 3?
Yes. Yeah, that guy was from the Raid. Yeah.
Yeah, that John Wick 3 actions, that fight sequence was actually very good.
Yeah. And I also want to say, right, out of the John Wick movies, right, the third one is the best.
Yes.
Like, in my opinion.
Yes.
The one with the Holly Berry, right, then the dogs.
Yes.
Oh,
my favorite of the 3 is John Wick 3.
Yeah, John Wick 3. Yeah, this is also my favorite. But John Wick 1 is the iconic, like he killed my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I got 2 Ryan Reynolds movies that I think were actually quite good action movies, but I just not gonna pick. Hitman's Bodyguard was quite funny.
Oh,
Yeah, he messed
that's a good
change
one.
Yeah, Brandon loves that movie.
Yeah, and
I love that movie.
Free Guy.
Free guy.
Free guy.
Free Guy is an action movie, man.
Fall Guy, is it?
Free Guy. It's an action movie. He's an NPC. He's an NPC.
Yeah,
like,
he's NPC
Yeah,
character.
correct.
He's an NPC character.
They found like a way to break out of the NPC mode.
Yeah.
But honestly, that movie, right, they promoted it for so long because of COVID. Then after that, like, the trailer was around for, I think, like 1.5 years or 2 years
Yeah.
before the movie came out. I was like,
Yes,
wow,
yeah.
enough of this, man. Where's the movie? I was very shocked at the Bourne Identity. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Bond series,
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Jason Bourne.
The thing about the Bond series, right, they're like really one long movie. So
Yeah.
it's like, and they're all equally as good. So you can't really pick 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah,
and
you
can't-
You can't pick
Yeah.
all of them. Yeah, that's the reason why sometimes I say like, when you pick one, right, it's like, how can you, it's like, if someone pick the second one, right, it's just like you're basically sharing the votes. It's like, both movies are equally as good, you know? Yeah.
But I also think like, in a way, like certain films, they can stand, you don't need to watch the other
you can
films
stand
to
alone.
watch. Yeah. But the Bond one, right, I really feel like if you don't watch the first or second one, you won't understand the third one. If you watch the first one, you miss the second one, you won't understand what's happening in the third one. So it's like one. Yeah. What about like the Fast and Furious stuff?
Yeah. Okay, if there's one, right, then I would pick the
5.
Actually, Too Fast, Too Furious. The pure racing,
really,
yeah. Like if it's just pure racing, not action.
But not action, But action is 5. I think 5 is action. 5 action, yeah.
I think that's the worst one, eh?
Yeah.
No, the worst is the fourth one, right? No, man.
The fourth one.
Fast and Furious 4. That's the worst one, yeah.
No, if you go check out Rotten Tomatoes, right, I'm quite sure Too Fast, Too Furious is the worst.
The worst.
Is it? Honestly, I like
the racing, yeah.
No, I don't think Fast 4 is that bad. I really don't think Fast 4
but
is that bad.
That one transit into heist or then different already.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about racing, right? Then Tokyo Drift. I think that one and the Tokyo Drift is
I think honestly, right, I think Tokyo Drift is better than Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay, so Fast 4, right, is 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Fast 5 is 78%. So I always think the good one is like Fast 5.
Yeah, because they steal the bank vault all that.
Okay, so Too Fast, Too Furious.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Can it beat 28%? Oh, it does! With a 36%.
I'm just 36%.
But 8%. Alright, Too Fast, Too Furious. Any more honorable mentions that y'all have? A Police Story?
Oh,
the Jackie Chan. And Oh Boy.
Wait, there's nobody to Star Wars.
Yeah, but I think it's like
don't want to offend any Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm not that big a Star Wars fan, I find.
Yeah, you watch, but you're not.
Yeah, like okay, okay. Yeah, I prefer the Star Trek movies than the Star Wars movies. Like I'm opinion.
Yeah.
There's one underground one. I think media probably will know. Four Brothers.
Yeah. Four Brothers is a good.
Four Brothers is a good movie.
Oh, Four Brothers. Yeah.
But it's not. It's because I think more like a lot of people don't really know that movie also. The Town is another one also.
The Town is a great one. Yeah, but I think The Town is like it's more of a
very niche movie.
Yeah, no, but it's such a good movie.
It's a good movie, dude.
Yeah, it's a great movie, The Town. But it's like if you pick it, right, no one else will know the movie. That's why I didn't pick it.
Nobody movie.
Okay, that was our action movies draft. Alright, that was our action movie draft. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. We have episodes that drops every Friday, but at the same time also if you're into football, we have the Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday. And if you want to hang out with a couple of bros with myself, Paul and Brendan here, we have the Kopi Bro Show that drops every Monday. In the meantime, we hope everyone's going to watch John Wick, but remember,
stay warm because it's a draft coming.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Mother.
No. Okay, bye guys, yo. You gotta say bye.